What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the channel, Amp Capo, Black Adonis Games. Today I'm going to be talking to you about a plugin I discovered in the marketplace a couple days ago called Noti Entity Perception. Now, what is Noti Entity Perception? It is a replacement for the pawn sensing that comes inside of Unreal Engine 5 and above. This works on 5.3 as well as 5.4. So if you're anything under 5.3 or 5.4, I'm sorry. You can move to another video, or you can watch and maybe upgrade and use this. Anyway, like, subscribe, and share the content. This is about 1 million times better than the pawn sensing system that comes inside of Unreal Engine 5.3 and 4. Okay, and I'm going to explain to you why. But first, know that this is free. Okay, if you didn't see that, it's free. So I would get this right now because the author seems like he's gathering information. And you know how this is, guys. A lot of authors start off with free, and then once they get things perfected and up to another level, they start charging. So you know, you might get lucky and have this free version that's already working and get to working with the author, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do. I mean, as far as I've seen. All right, now it's real easy to install, and I'll say that basically the whole concept is you just replace anything that you're using pawn sensing for with this. All right, now I'm working in the gas animation sample project, as you guys can see, and I'll go over all of this stuff in other videos, like where I got all this interaction system, and a lot of these things that I've added in here I've gotten for free. All right, but the main thing I want to focus on now is this pawn perception system. Okay, now first thing I'll tell you is it has debugging available, and I'm going to pull up a character that's actually using this. All right, and I'll show you a little bit about how I used it. Now keep in mind that everyone's AI is different, so yours will not be exactly like mine. Okay, but I'll just give you the concept of how I use this. Once I installed this, and I'll show you guys what it looks like in the plugins folder. So once you install it, just type in Noti, and you'll see it here. It's the same owl eyes, the same icon. Okay, so once you have this installed, all you're going to do is go to your current character, and you're just going to press add, and then once you type NF, you'll see it has its own little color icon, which is really nice. Really nice. Appreciate that for sure. And then you just click it, and then you have the plugin here. All right, if you're using pawn sensing, like I said, you just want to replace the pawn sensing. Anything you're doing with pawn sensing, you can do with this 10 times better. All right, so you'll see once that's in, you'll have access to these nodes. One of them is here. It's called Triggered Individuals. All right, and you'll see it says NFE Entity Perception in here. You'll see that this is an array that's set up on this node. So, and you can go in and edit and do, the author lets you know, you can go in and just customize this. You know, he left things in C++ open, so it's really nice. But what I did was I replaced this enemy check, which is on a timer, and this get all actors with tag. Yours may say get all actors of class, get all actors of something. But anytime you're getting all actors, it's going to try to go through every actor you have in your scene. Okay, so every actor that's on your map, it's going to check. So this can become overwhelming to have something like this on a timer that's constantly checking. Whereas this is set up, and I'm sure, yes, it's on a timer of sorts as well, but it's just completely different. And I'll show you why. Because you can go in here, and not only can you set your sight radius, your lost sight radius, your peripheral vision, and your max age, but you can set up here. He has compilation type. You go here and you can set, do you want your character to follow the nearest person, the farthest person, the third person, the first person? And I'm sure you can go in and create more of these to be the second person or the fifth person or whatever you want to do. But what's even greater than this, and what makes this system more compact more FPS friendly that I found, my frames were noticeably better, is the fact that you can specify and filter out classes. So now if you got 1,000 actors on your screen, it's only going to look for the actors that you want it to look for. That's amazing. Epic should be definitely implementing this into the engine. They need to. This is crazy. I'm surprised they don't have it like this by now. This great mind behind this developer. So basically now I can filter out who I want and stop using these enemy checks with the timer on them. Okay, I can stop doing that now. That's amazing. All right, now the other node that I have, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the nodes. This one, like I said, here is an array. So I use this to set the array, and anybody that's worked with this is a completely Blueprint AI, by the way. This is not a Blackboard, or there's nothing on. These are my simpler AI. I do have ones that use Blackboards, but these are my simpler AI. But it makes an array that you can set here. This gathers all the actors that basically, this is my understanding of it, that it gathers all the actors that you've placed here in this filtering class. All right. Then there's another node here. This one is called triggered person. So each time a person triggers to be called as one of these actors, this is going to fire off. Okay. This is just so genius. So I was able, and it was pretty easy to implement, but it took me a little bit of time because I had quite a bit of these get player pawns. There's some that aren't here anymore because I'm not using the Unreal Engine pawn sensing anymore, so I didn't need them. But basically you can see here that I went here and I set up an enemy target. And like I said, your blueprint's not going to be like mine, but I'm just giving you guys an example of how I implemented it. With this one being the trigger, every time that an actor is called by this triggered individuals, then I just compare. If this actor is the same as this actor, then I set it to chase my characters. If it's not, then set this actor as the enemy target and then chase them. All right. And it's worked beautifully so far. Now I still have a little bit of work to do on it. And there's some characters that I'm sure I haven't set their perception correctly. Some of them are not set on nearest person, so I will have to go do that. Let me go check one thing before we open this, because I was having a situation with that, as a matter of fact, right now. So I just want to go check it real quick. I have some Echo characters here that are actually AI in development. So this is her perception system, and as you can see, the list is a lot longer here. All right, and hers is on nearest person as well. All right, so this is really nice. Like I said, the system works great so far. I got a character that I need to edit, but I'm going to go in and show you guys this. I want to show you guys also the fact that you can do your debugging per character. This is beautiful. So you can set the color for an error color and then the negative error color. So this is positive and this is negative, which this is when you're being tagged to, yes, this is who I'm want to chase, one of the characters. And this, I'm not exactly sure how it works, but you're going to see that each character has its own, and I only have 2 right now using it. So let's go ahead and go in so I can actually show you guys this, and you can go ahead and get to the marketplace and grab this right now. As a matter of fact, while I'm doing this, you should be grabbing it. I'm going to go ahead and press start, and this is going to be busy, guys. This is game animation sample project. I have a lot of things going on in this one, but I have another one that I'm working on that's even bigger than this one. But this is what I'm testing in right now. I have simple interaction and some other things, and I'm going to do videos to show you guys where I got all this stuff from for free or for very, very low price. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and go into it. Like I said, this map is busy, so if we get some glitchy, it is what it is. I'm testing right now and we're recording, so let's go. So the Echo follower character that I developed is using this system, as well as the creatures on the screen. So you can see that this guy's tracking me. You can see the black and purple. Those are the colors I set up. And then for the Echo character, it's green and red, and you can see the green and red already popping on. I need you to follow me. All right, so she's here. So now she's tracked and seen the character, and I gotta set her sight to be wider than 90 degrees. I don't want my characters to only have 90 degrees of sight. I love loot. All right. And you'll see that I've set this character up to automatically seek out, chase down, and shoot her enemy. So as you can see here, this is working amazing. If the characters are too far away, then she won't track them. She will put the weapon away and just follow me. Okay. But I've got her tracking distance pretty far, as you can see. And she just changed. For some reason, she likes to go after the flying characters more than she goes after the ground characters. Sometimes she'll switch back. I don't know what makes her determine it so far. It's something that I have to work on. But as you can see, this works beautifully. You can see her next targets, and then now there's been another monster spawn. So now you can see after me, I'm the closest, and I'm just who he's after, you know. Now these characters all used to only chase me, all of them. Now you can see that they're attacking my AI character. It's just amazing. This is an amazing system, and the FPS has just increased greatly. I mean, it's just insane. All right, so you can see the debugging and you can see how it's working. And I'm going to explain one more thing before I go off of this video. Let me go ahead and press stop here. The other thing that's amazing about this system, and the reason why I was explaining about the ability to choose who your AI perceives, is that in the pawn sensing system, you cannot do this. And what's awesome about this is the fact that I was having a hell of a time with 800 tags, and even with the game player tags and all that. Yeah, it can simplify it, but the pawn sensing system is just so vague that it ends up costing you to use it. Whereas in this system, I can determine who I want each individual AI to attack or to interact with. So that's what makes this more amazing by far than the pawn sensing system that comes with Unreal Engine 5. So definitely go check this out. Like I said, it's on the marketplace. It's free. Unfortunately, for anybody that's below Unreal Engine 5.3, this will not work for you. You will have to keep using pawn sensing and losing out. But anyway, let me know what you guys think if you check this out. Basically, like I said, just replace any pawn sensing with this. You'll figure it out pretty easy. Like I figured it out pretty easy. If you need any help, there is a Discord and everything. Like I said, the author is definitely looking for feedback. I gotta actually leave my review. I already left one on the YouTube page, but this is the one that counts, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. This is all I got for this one, guys. I'll be back with another one. I appreciate everybody for stopping by and all of the new subscribers that I've gotten since the last time I was on. Amp Capo, Black Adonis Games. Like, subscribe, and share the content.